Letters and stories featured are creators' ideas, creative imaginations, and true to life stories with permission to publish. This is for entertainment purposes only.
August 8, 2021. Dear Miss G, I am an immigrant here in Canada. I am a nurse and I love serving people and helping them. I always think, Miss G, that I'm going to serve my hometown back in the Philippines. It has always been my dream. But the demands of life is high and I need to move overseas to be able to help my family. I am the eldest and culturally, I believe, and I'm also expected to help my siblings to send them to school. Although in the Philippines we are not poor and we're not rich at the same time, it is our very culture that children are to look at the debt of gratitude to the parents, as we call it. We respect our parents and we love them. That's why we are doing it, Miss G. And we even listen to their decisions even after we are past the age of 18. I am hardworking, Miss G, and still, even if I am already here in Canada, I continue to study to keep up with other Canadian ways of working in the medical histories, especially the laws and legislations. One day, I was transferred to a different team and department. Made me so excited to have met new people that I was thinking could possibly mentor me, as they have been here for a long time. At first, I was connected with this lady called Vinny. Well, we started chatting and then we discussed patient records and so on, and then we looked after each other. Later on, we started eating together in our breaks and on the evening shifts as well. As the days went on, I was getting really good performance reviews and has been appraised by our supervisor as someone that can be trained to become a team leader. I was so happy and shared it to my friend Vinny. She threw me a sarcastic smile and said, saying, "Oh, really?" And that's all. That kind of make me feel weird. I was surprised by her comment and went on to working hard to take more challenge ahead of me, and also at the same time wanting to help my family back in the Philippines. When then, Miss G, I finished my studies even in between the pandemic and all the overtime shifts. That means I have to study in between during my breaks. I was so overwhelmed one day receiving my new appointment to becoming a new lead of a team. Vinny from then made my life so hard. She would leave unfinished work for me, which used to be okay, but this time this feels like it is unreasonable. I found out she's letting me do her job and leaves the day job for me to do during night shifts. Always telling me, well, you have nothing to do much on a night shift anyway, so they give this to you. The days went on and I have discovered that the extra paperwork was not even from our supervisor. It was just from her. I kind of confronted her the following day, but she told me straight to my face, "Well, what's the use? I was mentoring you. If I didn't help you, you will not be in your position right now. You don't know much, even if you've studied a lot." All I could do was just sigh. Then she brushed off with a faint laugh. "Please study more, haha." I ran to the bathroom and cried, Miss J. Made me feel angry. I felt so stupid. And I feel so small and belittled. And I asked myself, should I be perfect so she can't attack me at all? I wiped my tears and went out of the cubicle, seeing my supervisor. She was surprised and said, "What happened?" That night, I told everything to my supervisor. She felt bad about how I was treated and said to me, "No, Lily, we can see who is working and who is not, and your efforts are always appreciated. You have a good relationship with your colleagues as well." The news went out the next day that Vinny had a meeting with the management. I was not the only one that she treated badly. She was reprimanded for being racist and bully to even her own kind. She was not kind to all, what race or nationality you have. They asked me to decide for what will happen to Vinny as others has voted for her to be terminated. But I did not. I do not want to be the reason that she loses the job. She will learn if she wants to change. But that is up to her, Miss G. We have to be who we are and feel equally good to others. We have different talents and expertise, and we can come together to work as a team, not to ruin others. We are all unique and amazing. Thank you, Miss G. Yours, Livy. Thank you so much for your letter, Livy. And I salute you for being in the nursing profession. Good morning to you, or whatever time you have now in Canada. I salute all people that are working in the medical field, especially the challenge of pandemic, and people are getting sick, and of course you are just human as well. You'd probably get sick as well. So yeah, going back, it's always like that. And wherever we go, I think people always think that it's fine to bully someone because we know better more than what they know about the job or something like that. So it's not just you, because I'm also Vinny. I could fully relate to that because I'm working here in Australia as well, and I feel the same way. But I was also bullied, and I was also looked upon as, tiny Filipina young woman who just knows, like almost nothing. Being judged, it's not our job anymore to explain to them about who we are, what we know, and we don't really have to put that down in details and stuff like that. We work, we are diligent, and we have a good relationship with our co-staff member. That's why you are put in a team, because the reason why we work together is that I am unique, you are unique, and probably I can do better on this field compared to you, and you can do better on that field compared to what I can do, and everyone, all effort put together can make a real good team and can yield a good result. One time I remember, Vinny, you remind me that I was also asked by a co-teacher here to do her stuff and everything. So at that time I was still learning, and I was thinking like, yeah, I could learn more from this person. But later on, attitude always, surface in the end. You will actually discover who those kind people that is wanting to help you, and those people that is just there helping you to get something in return. And they think that, most especially that we are from that part of the world, especially culturally, we are told to not to say no, and we always have to say yes, and we're okay even if we're not. So it took me time as well to move out from that shell and say something, because we think that if we say things honestly and straightforward, we feel like it's rude in our culture, but we get used to it because we're already here. You are already there, and that's your right as a worker, as a human being as well, that you have to be respected and you have to be treated equally, because you are working in the same area. And even though the lady in the food court, or the lady who cleans or takes out the bin, they deserve respect. We all deserve respect. It doesn't mean that you're the manager. You deserve more respect than those who are the ones working below you from the organization structure. Doesn't mean like that. That's the reason why in the first world countries, they are very big in the human rights. And I think it's really good, because I can actually see now that Philippines, our country, is actually moving forward, and we are adopting the new things that are happening in the first world ones. And although the change might not be abrupt, but at least we can see changes now. And going back to the debt of gratitude, it's always culture for us to feel like, it's not being obligated, but it feels like it's just it's just good to help our parents, our brothers and sisters, and we always wish to give them great life. We always have that feeling that, if you're eating, say for example, Krispy Kreme, you'd always wish that your family back in the Philippines are also eating the same thing and enjoying the same thing as what you're enjoying outside the country. Even the simple ones, we have workers in Hong Kong, we have workers in Kuwait, we are everywhere. Filipinos are everywhere, but it doesn't mean there's less respect for those people who are working as domestic helpers, or for those who are on the higher job level, like for example, doctors, nurses. We are all the same. We are all humans, and we are all important. I really salute you, Livy, for speaking out and talking everything what's needed to be discussed with your manager and your supervisor. And I'm really, really touched when you said you don't want to be the reason why some people will lose the job because you make a decision for them. That is so kind of you. There are people in our lives that we need to cut off as well. The reality is, everywhere we work, there's always different kind of people that would make us feel good or make us feel bad. But as you've said, we are all unique and amazing, and we have to remember that, Livy. Whatever we can do for the good of humanity, we have to do it. Especially now, this pandemic, I can feel it because I'm also studying as well. So it's hard to put things together, working full-time shifts, especially night shifts, and studying at the same time. But you have succeeded on what you focus yourself on. And I wish you, Livy, safety and happiness and abundance there in Canada. And hopefully by the time, hopefully next year, we will have all the chance to go home and travel around, so we could also see our family back home. Be who you are and continue to be amazing. To all our viewers, thank you for still watching. I apologize that I have to go Saturday and go on air Sunday because I'm just juggling my schedule and everything. I'm also studying at the moment, so please bear with me and continue to support me. Please check my Facebook page, which is Dear Miss G, and please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button and share it to your friends. Have happy Sunday, everyone, and hopefully we will have a great week ahead, all of us. Continue to be amazing. We share your stories, we motivate, we inspire. This is your Miss J. Thank you.